What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. With the title of the video, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna shoot some flames. It's dark outside so you guys can see it, but yeah, so I'm gonna teach you guys how to make your B58 shoot flames. So this is only for the Gen 2 B58, the ones that can go on Ecutech, all right? So I'm gonna teach you how to do it. I'm gonna teach you guys the footwork that's needed to shoot flames, because it is a little bit funky. It's not like a just rev the car and go type of thing. So I'll teach you guys all of that in this video. Stay tuned. Let's go ahead and go to the spot. All right, guys, so here is my B58 right here, my BMW. But if you guys have an M340i, this tutorial still works. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I have done to the engine. By no means do you need everything, but I'm just showing you what I have. All right, so if you guys don't know, this is a big turbo Supra. It has a port injection and it has a low pressure fuel pump, and this thing is pushing about 700 horsepower. And you don't need all this. You could do it with the stock motor. All you're gonna need is a downpipe. That thing costs like 300 bucks or whatever. I used to run a CTS downpipe, so those who want to copy exactly what I have done. The second thing, all right, this right here, I'm giving you guys, hold on, let me flip the thing. This right here that I'm gonna give you guys is literally the sauce, bro. This is how I made all those big flames, how I did everything that you guys seen on my page. And like, some of you guys have this tune and you guys can't pump the same, like, you know, amount of flames. And this works on a stock car as long as you have two things. These are the two things that you're gonna need, or maybe three things, two or three things. Let me explain. Ignore my funky wiring, right, or fuel lines, but you're gonna need ethanol. You need to run an E50 tune. This will give you the biggest flames possible on a stock car, okay? I mean, subjectively stock, okay? So you're gonna wanna run flex fuel, and you wanna have an open exhaust. I did it with the stock exhaust and it was still perfectly fine, but I'm not gonna lie, the Valvetronic exhaust did make it a whole lot bigger, okay? As you guys can see, I do have the Valvetronic exhaust here, but I've seen people make some crazy flames with SPR. All the exhausts work well. I personally run the dual, you know, exhaust tip setup. I love it because it just comes up and over and it literally blocks the whole rear end, okay? So Valvetronic, for me personally, was the way to go. I loved it. We're actually, right now, after this video is done, I'm actually going to be data logging for them to make this setup work as well, because some people were complaining that their big turbos, like, you know, setup is not shooting big flames or any flames at all. So we're working on that right now. But like I said, stock motor, M340i, and, you know, Supra, and whatever B58 platform that you have is the Gen 2, as long as you can go on Ecutech, okay? You have to be on Ecutech. Do not message my tuner and be like, hey, I have this on MHD or I have this on BM3. It's not gonna work, not gonna work, okay? If you guys are going to send out your ECU, make sure that the person that's unlocking it can do Ecutech on that ECU, okay? Maybe you might have to get a clone ECU or whatever the whole deal is, but Ecutech, I can't express this enough. A lot of people got disappointed when they messaged them and they, you know, had MHD or whatever. So Ecutech is the sauce. E50, bro, your flames are gonna be massive. I'm talking about, like, your flames are gonna come up to like right here. I could see it in my rearview mirror back when I was on that E50 tune. Now I'm on E85, okay? You know, disclaimer, I'm on E85. E85 flames. So how can I go about this? So it's kind of like a mixture of things that go on here. So E85 allows the flames when they come out, and I know a bunch of people that are watching this all flame. It's just for fun, man, all right? But E50 revving takes a while, okay? You got to keep on revving it till the exhaust gets hot. Once the exhaust gets hot, you will start seeing some flames come through. E85 kind of just makes the flames come out easier. I don't know what it is, but the ignition temperature or something like that is just much quicker, or it could be the amount of fuel. If you're on 91, or if you don't have like a higher ethanol fuel around you, mind you, you're going to be doing a ton of more pulls, right? This is for rolling. You're gonna have to do a ton of more pulls to get the flame to come out. So you just gotta keep on trying. Don't give up off the first or second pull. Keep doing it. You're gonna start hearing pops. You're gonna start hearing all this stuff come out, and then you'll start seeing the flames come through. A good gauge is if it's just popping like pop, 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 that means the exhaust isn't hot enough. A good gauge is when you hear boom, just out the back. You just keep on hearing that boom. That's what you want to hear, because that's when it's already, the exhaust temperatures are high enough for the gas to ignite in the pipe. And then you're gonna start seeing a light. Literally, I'm not even joking. If you look in the rearview mirror or the side view mirror, you're gonna see a light behind you. That means there's a flame there. And then all you have to do is just kind of like hold the pedal down in that area, and then you're gonna start hearing like you're gonna start hearing the turbo spool, right? So you're gonna hear, and then your flame is just gonna light up the back end, and it's just gonna be consistently going until you let off, or it hits like 2,000 RPM. Sorry if I'm talking really fast. It's so cold outside, but I'm here for you guys. I want to show you guys how to do the revving standstill one, because that's the one kind of funky a little bit. Another thing for rolling flames, do a pull, let off at 5,000 RPM. I know it sounds crazy. You have to go all the way up almost to red line. Go up to 5,000. Don't baby it. You know, you gotta give it the gas, full throttle, hits max boost, whatever it is, and then just let off. Give it a second, so like, bah, and then let off, and then just blip, blip, blip until you hear that boom. When you hear that boom, that's when you hold your foot down. You're gonna hear the turbo start spooling, and then you hear the flames. Like I said, don't be discouraged if you don't hear it right away. It takes a couple times, right? All my videos that you see is not instant. Like, my boys are behind me recording, they hear me do pull, 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 and then one at a time, it'll just shoot the flame, and I got the video and I'm done, you know what I mean? So now for standstill, this is what I'm gonna show you, just because we don't have the rolling flames yet set up on the E85 setup that I have right now. The standstill, kind of the same deal, except it's a little bit different. You rev it up and then blip, 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 blip. Just, how do I explain this? Sometimes I rev up to red line. So it depends on how hot the exhaust is, once again. This works better in higher up ethanol. It could also be harder for 91. From my experience, 91, I'm in California, so that's the highest octane that we have from gas other than E85. It's kind of hard. So I don't know if you will get, maybe you might just get a burst of flame, right? Like just a pop flame, not like a hold flame. But once again, E50 was the kind of sweet spot. I don't know how it's gonna be, because E85 has been doing really well. It's just that it needs to be tuned up for it. But E58, once again, has been that sweet spot where if you want to do standstill, if you want to do rolling, just rev it up. We'll show you. I'll show you this. I'll show you this, and it's kind of used for the exact same for rolling. All right, let's go ahead and go in the car. I might do a couple pulls just to get it warmed up, but it's so cold. All right, so I kind of messed up. I kind of realized that I should have had 2 cameras with me, but we're gonna try to make this work. All right, go ahead and I'll show you guys my footwork as well as the RPMs, and kind of show you what I do. So try to listen to the RPMs when I'm not showing it, and you guys just see my feet, and then you guys can kind of get a gauge to what I'm doing for the standstills. Also for standstills, if you guys have the reverse camera, best thing ever. So now you can see what's going on. I'll show you guys all three different things. So let's go ahead. For me, my standstill is map 2. All right, so if you guys have the same setup from your tuner, map 2 will be standstill, map 3 will be rolling, right? So there's 2 different maps for this. And I gotta open up the exhaust. So right now, I'm not blipping at all. I'm just revving just to get the exhaust warmed up, right? I barely warmed it up on the way here, and it's pretty cold outside, so. Rev up, blip, rev up, blip, rev up, blip. All right, so I'm gonna keep saying that, and then you guys can see the flames. So rev up, blip, rev up, blip, rev up, blip, rev up. So if you guys can hear that, I'm revving it up and then blipping. So here, once again, I don't know if you guys can hear my voice because it's so loud. Let me put the window up. So rev up, blip, rev up, blip, rev up, blip. And you guys can see how it holds it and all that stuff. So that's all you have to do for standstill flames, and it's very similar to rolling flames as well when you're blipping, right? So I'm blipping around 4,000 to 5,000 RPM. That's when you want to blip. Like around right here is the best place to blip, and it should work. Shoot you some flames. Yeah, there you go. So super easy, nothing too crazy. And let me go ahead and show you my footwork now. All right, ignore all these wires. I need to tuck them away, but you guys can see, here's my foot, and hopefully you guys can hear the RPM, but how you saw at the end how I was just blipping it consistently is because I realized the car is pretty warmed up. The flames are coming out consistently. So I can just blip, 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 blip. It may take a couple tries, but don't worry, you guys will get used to it. And I recommend monitoring your temps. Please don't just keep revving it for hours and hours, because you want to watch your oil temp. The oil temps will peak. Take it for a little spin around, let the temps come back down, and if you want to shoot flames again. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the standstill. Rolling, you want to go full throttle, right? So I'm full throttle in right now. And say we hit about 5,000 RPM, I immediately let off, okay? And the RPMs are just holding around 5,000, slowly dropping down. That's when you want to blip, right? You just go boom. And then you're going to hear boom out the back, right? As soon as you hear the boom, put your foot down on it, but don't go like this. Don't full throttle it. Just slowly ease in on it, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to start hearing the turbo spool. You're not going to move any faster. You're going to be still like slowing down. But basically what you're doing is you're dumping gas now, right? So you slowly, let me see if I can get the side. Like just slowly depress it, right? And then you're gonna hit a point, just hold it right there. Like, you won't have to go further, because if you go any further, like say you hit like right here, you're gonna start accelerating again. Like it won't be a dead space anymore. So you just wanna slowly ease in and just hold it right there. Next thing you know, you're dumping a ton of fuel and you're gonna have this whole flashlight behind you. So once again, you're full throttle, get up to 5,000 RPM, let off, and then slowly blip it. You can blip it a couple times until you hear. So usually I just like keep blipping, keep blipping as the RPM's dropping until I hear the boom. As soon as I hear the boom, that's when I hold, right? So it's kind of an auditory thing, because you don't know when it's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Alright, so I thought I'd show you guys how I do it. So I'm in that map right now. So the thing is, you gotta full throttle it. Let off, blip, 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 blip. So unfortunately mine won't make that big bang right now. That's what we're trying to fix. I sent some data logs over, but you can hear, like that's all you have to do. Blip, 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 and then hold. And then when you hold it, you can hear that, right? That's it dumping the fuel. Blip and hold. That's all you gotta do. And once again with the footwork, pull, let off, blip, blip. And then you hold. I hope this helped out a ton of you guys that have been wondering on how to make your car shoot flames, or if you guys are on this specific tune and you guys can't get the flames that I'm getting. Once again, I spilled the secret sauce is that E50. As soon as you get that E50, you're going to be shooting the biggest flames. Just be safe, please. Don't hold it too long, because you're going to melt everything. I've seen some of you guys send me pictures and it's just terrible, okay? Like you think that I got it bad. Nah, they melt the whole side of their car. So I would recommend just hold it for a couple seconds and then just put the throttle back in, because if you don't put it back, like if you don't press the throttle all the way down, the flame will just linger. It's not going to be like a big flame, because that's when you hold it down, like you slowly increase it. That's how you get the bigger flames. But if you just let off, it's gonna still hold the flame until you full throttle, right? So it'd be like a little baby flame and melt everything that's around that area. So other than that, I really hope you guys, enjoy this tune. This is once again for the B58 Gen 2s that are unlocked for Ecutech, right? So M340Is, blah, blah, whatever. Other than that, enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.